Hi, my name is John, and I'm interviewing Joe with New England Blacktop. Joe, do I have permission to record and post a video of your interview online?
Yes, you do, John.
Okay, thank you, Joe. So, Joe, please tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Joe Volo. I'm here at New England Blacktop in Glastonbury, third generation paving company. We've been around 48 years, same location, doing about the same type of work. We do residential and commercial paving, driveways, complete installs, about half of our work in commercial work, parking lots, residential roads, that sort of thing. We also do small excavation, trucking, grading, pretty much anything that has to do with paving. You name it, we do it.
All right, thank you for that. So, in your business, with your people and your employees, what are your hiring strategies and any ideas for hiring a cultural fit?
Well, our employees, that's pretty much the most difficult part of this business. You can have all the work and all the equipment you have, but you need good, qualified individuals to work with, both upper management, equipment operators, laborers, truck drivers, all very important assets. Employees are the most important thing we have here. As far as hiring new employees, every season we try and add one or two guys to the team, and it's usually a difficult process. As I said, finding qualified individuals.
Okay.
We post ads online, newspapers, Craigslist. We've found has been very helpful in getting qualified individuals. We're not hiring rocket scientists or anything like that here. It's guys that can hold a shovel and hold a broom and, pass a drug test, have a driver's license, which is harder than you think these days. But, yeah.
Okay, so that's your hiring. Now, what about your compensation strategies? How do you work
like
that?
most places, pay is based on experience. So the more experienced you are, sorry about that. The more experienced you are, the better pay you get. So, for instance, say person X has worked in the paving industry for the past 20 years. They left their past employer for X, Y, or Z, and they'd like to come work with us. What we do is we start them out at base pay rate, tell them, put in a good 2 weeks. If you show me a good 2 weeks work, we'll bump you right up to, work out a lot better deal with you, more compensation. But if you're late, this, that, you got a lot of excuses, probably keep them at the base pay that they started out at.
Okay, all right. How about your strategy? What is your mission statement / vision for your company?
Well, mission statement here at New England Blacktop is customer service. We want, from the time you call the office, first thing to start a job, till the time the job is completely over, we want you to be satisfied the whole time. So we start off, you dial up the phone number here, and you speak with our office staff. We expect them to be extremely pleasant and polite and to help you with whatever they can. And if we can't help you, which sometimes we can't, we refer them to other contractors that we work with.
Yeah.
And as we always say here at New England Blacktop, if you're not happy with the job, we don't want you to pay. So complete payment of the job is due on customer satisfactory completion.
That's very good. Thank you. And how about your core values?
Core values, like I said, pretty much in the mission statement. Quality. We, you don't stay in business for 47 years for being, what's known in this industry as gypsies. And our work speaks for itself. A lot of times we tell, if we're working in a neighborhood and we have, we're doing an estimate and somebody just down the road, we did their driveway, we'll tell the customer, hey, go check out our work down the road, knock on their door, ask them how their experience was. That a lot of that speaks for itself.
Okay, very, very good. And how do you communicate these core values to your employees?
Well, we have all employees, new and present employees. We have a company handbook that pretty much states out our core values, what they are, and what we stand for, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. So again, quality work is number one here. Safety is very important with us. Everyone is trained before they're put on the job, both with OSHA. Everyone's expected to have an OSHA 10 training card. PPE, personal protective equipment, everyone's given that as needed. Hard hats are required, high visibility vests, t-shirts, work boots, long pants, steel-toed boots, and any other equipment that's needed on a per job basis is issued per job.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about customer feedback, and how do you monitor this information?
Customer feedback and monitoring it. We have a website that customers are allowed to give reviews on. Obviously, the internet, there's lots of sites, Google reviews, Yelp, Facebook reviews, all things that we want to see positive, obviously, because a bad review, that can go a long way, a lot worse than a good review. So we try to stick away from bad reviews and customer feedback, and if someone's not happy, we want to fix it until they are happy.
Okay. How do you gauge your company performance?
Company performance, each foreman fills out a daily job report that includes the equipment that was on there, the material that was used, and the labor that was used, both time and labor. So for instance, say you're on a job 8 hours, each piece of equipment has a daily operating or an hourly operating cost.
Yeah.
And each employee obviously has an operating cost. So that's all put into a timesheet. And at the end of the job, whether it's the job takes a half a day or the job takes a few weeks, all the costs are compiled into a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is totaled up with all the costs, both equipment, labor, and materials. And then we compare that to our cost and what we originally bid the job for, and that's obviously is our profit. So each job is categorized into different sections, and our profit percentage will tell us what we could have done wrong, what we can improve on, and everything else of that nature.
Okay. And now, what is your company's philosophy on debt or equity financing?
Well, in this business, our biggest assets are our equipment. These trucks here can range anywhere from about $150,000 to $200,000 brand new. So it takes a lot to keep them on the road. These tires are $500-$600 a piece. Expensive to register, expensive to insure. They burn $200 worth of fuel every day. They're a lot to keep on the road. So for some of these bigger purchased items, we do have to finance them when we first buy them. This machine over here, this is a Bobcat skid steer. We needed it for a large job last year, about a $90,000 unit, and this is currently under finance. It's just a strategy. We don't really love to finance, but it's a tool there for us to use when it's needed, because we don't have the upfront dough all the time to put out for a new machine and here and there, because again, we got a lot of our material costs usually are approximately 75% of our job costs. So we run up a lot of big bills at the asphalt supplier plants, both with asphalt and stone, process, concrete. Different types of materials can really run up a large bill. So financing is a great tool. As long as most of these equipment financing companies, you can usually lock into a 0%, a 1%, 2% for 5-6 year term, and it really helps us out.
Okay, very very good. Thank you with that. What does your company do to accelerate and generate your cash flow?
Well, the asphalt plants are only open about 9 months out of the year. So out of those 9 months, we're working every day, 5-6 days a week. But in the other 3 months of off time, there's lots of maintenance that goes on with the equipment. So that's what we do in the off season. But to generate cash flow, we also do snow plowing out of those 3 months. We do, when times are a little slow during the paving season, we rent out our triaxle dump trucks to other contractors that need them for other various jobs. And we just do whatever keeps the team busy and whatever makes money. So that's what we do.
All right. Well, I appreciate you doing this interview, and it's good to learn about the asphalt industry and the costs and what exactly is in this business. So thank you, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, John.